Hello, friends. It's me, Carrie. What's happening? So, wow, sorry about that. Take your Dramamine, don't puke. So, today I thought I would bring you along as I created one of my master boards. I'm going to use paint on this one. So, this is just a piece of watercolor paper. Cheap. I don't even know what brand, Strathmore maybe. Watercolor paper. And like, what is that? 9 by 11 or something? I don't know. We'll measure. Yeah, 9 by. Ugh. Oh, 9 by 12. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. You can do this on a smaller piece, you can do it on a bigger piece. However you want to do it. Then I just picked out some paints. These are Deco Art in Wild Green and Tropical Blue. And then I have some Midnight Blue in the Americana and just some Craft Smart in Hunter Green. And then I got a couple of these really pretty metallics. This one is Shimmering Silver and Copper. So, and then I also have some Craft Smart just white. And then for the really rich black, I like to use the Liquitex gesso, black gesso, and it's really black. So that's fun. So them's those. And then I have just a pile of stencils. I have no idea where I got them. Some numbers and some designs. Some more. I'm mainly doing these for the numbers. Don't really want to do the dude in the middle. I don't know if you guys can see him very well. Let's try this. There you go. He's pretty cool though. And then I have this swirly pattern. You can tell it gets a lot of love. And then some more design. Oh, backwards Carrie. Little flowers, more numbers. Some letters. And let's see, I'm just putting these off to the side so they're out of my way. This one has just a bunch of different patterns on it, hearts and flowers and stuff. This one's really cool because it's like grungy patterns. Really like this one, I use it a lot. And then more patterns. And then this stencil I actually cut myself. This is a file folder, plastic file folder, and has Elvis on there. Oh, maybe you can see it on that white background. And then just some circles. I used just a wood burning tool, copied the pattern on, and then melted it. It's hot and it's gross, but it's cheaper than stencils. For sure. Okay, so to begin, I thought I would start with these darker colors, the green and the midnight blue. Give my nice shaky. And then let me squirt it over my trash can first because sometimes, yep, it gives a little blob. And then I want to shake the green. Yep, there's a blob on that one. Blobs. Sometimes when these craft paints sit for a little bit, they get a mushy coating. So I'm just getting rid of that. I will now have a green finger. But you do, especially if they've sat for a while, you do want to give them a good shake. Otherwise, you're going to get the blending stuff come out first. So, alright, let's start with the blue. Bloop. Bloop. See how technical this is? Yeah, bloop. Alright, cap that up. I'll grab a painty brush. My little dangles always get in the way from my bracelets. Oh, that's pretty. I like that dark blue. So I'm just gonna smush it around. Another technical term. Just put it on there. Just go to the spots that have the paint. And see, I like for the white to show through. It's all gonna get covered up probably anyway eventually. So you have a lot of dark spots and some light spots. There we go. See? Voila. Alright, I'm gonna give this brush a rinse. Got my paper towels over here. I don't care if the brush gets super clean. I want it to be fairly clean, just so that I have a, that's good enough, have a fresh start with the new color. And we will just bloop some of that there, and some of that there, and some of that there, and a little bit there. Same thing. Now my brush is a little bit wet, so it's going to thin the paint out a little bit more, but I don't care. Just brushing it on. Probably this edge over here I'll end up trimming off anyway, because it's right where the paper met the book itself. You can see I didn't get near enough green to cover the areas. So guess what? Add more green. Not tough. Excuse me for my sniffling. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it. So if I do it and don't say excuse me, I'm excusing myself for the remainder of the video. Yeah, my allergies have been acting up, along with stress. So today the wifey is headed, as we speak, to get a CAT scan to see if we are cancer-free. So my nerves are shot, and if you notice, this is kind of early for me in a video, but I had to do something to keep my mind off of it. We won't know the results until tomorrow, which is quick. I'm grateful for that. Very grateful. Alright, so we got quite a bit of that green on there. And I like it. I don't know how much you guys can see of that. I mean, I know that I'm pretty sure I'm in frame. I just want to see what it's looking like on camera. Looking pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to throw my brush in water. I don't take super good care of my brushes, but this particular brush I take good care of because I use it a ton. So yeah. Alright, the magic of baby wipes. I'll show you a couple of tricks here. Some of you guys probably already know this. I'm going to get one that's a little bit wetter. Sometimes I forget to put the lid on the baby wipes until they dry out. Smart thinking. I'm going to take this one, and then I'm just going to wipe the baby wipe through the stencil. That didn't pick up at all. Probably a little bit too dry. Let's try down here. There we go. That's picking up a little bit. Picking up a little bit. Once again, not too much. So my paint got a little bit too dry. So that technique isn't working very well, but sometimes if you do that, definitely tears up the baby wipe going through that stencil. Plus those holes are kind of small. So that's okay. Let me try it with a little bit bigger circle one. See if I can get any out. Yeah, I think we got too dry. So that's actually cool because now there's a little bit showing up here and there. But that's okay. Like I said, it's all good in the hood. Alright, so now I am going to take some my lighter green and my lighter blue. I have a little, what is this called? Heavy duty wax paper. I got it at like Sam's Club in giant things of it. I bought 2 of them years ago and I haven't even finished the first one. So, yep, I reuse them a lot too. They make good backgroundy papers once you're done with them, so I use them and save them. So anyway, I have a little piece over here that I'm gonna spill out the paint on. Then I'm going to use this wonderful tool right here. It is a makeup sponge to dab paint through my stencils. I got these, 28 of them, at the dollar store. Cosmetic wedges, get them in the girly section that I don't visit too often. Girly section, and you know, I got 28 of them and they clean up. So even I've got brand new ones here, but like these are my old ones, and once I'm done I just drop them in my water, and then when I clean up I just clean the sponges with a little bit of soap and water, and even though they stain, they still work. So they're pretty nifty and they're super cheap, and you're not trying to run your brushes through your stencils and get weird stuff happening. Of course, weird is good on these kind of boards. So once again, shake the paint. Make sure there's no goobers. No goobers, yay. So that's the green. And then tropical blue. Don't we all wish we were on a beach somewhere? Alright, so then I just take the sponge and fold it in half, and let me pick a stencil that I want to play with. Let's do this one, and we'll do it for the little squares. So I'm not gonna be like wildly, you know, I'm not gonna do the whole pattern. I'm just gonna do some of it. So you just dab a dab a dab. Straight up and down usually gives you the crispest. Let's see, there's still some fuzzy around the edge, but that just makes things more interesting. Let's put a few right here in the center. And because this is craft paint, you know, it's not professional grade paint. You know, if you want it to come through, ooh, that's kind of cool. If you want it to come through more crisp, then you need thicker paint. So you have to go up in grade of paint. But I like it when it's a little bit grungy. And it's also a little bit faded. It's not as... So then up here, I'm going to go right off the edge. You don't want everything to be perfect in the center and things like that. So, alright, so I've got some of those going on. Then, let's see. What? Oh, she's chewing on my carpet. Give me just a second. No, ma'am. Here. Like this. There you go. Don't chew on my carpet. There you go. She's just chewing on the rug. She's not chewing on. And so now I'm just going to take this sponge and I'm going to fold it over. And look, I can use the other side for the blue. So let's grab some blue. Smusha, smusha. And we'll go with this fun grunge right here. And I did do that whole pattern, but you don't have to. And it came out a little bit fuzzy right over that green. So I'm not going to load the brush up as much that time. Not the brush, but the cosmetic sponge. Fun. Fun, fun. Do a little bit right there on the edge. Now we can switch to, let's do another stencil with this blue. Let's do a little bit of these squiggles. I don't know what they are. Doesn't matter. That didn't come through too crisp. Isn't it funny, like, listen to your dogs off in the distance and you're like, what are they doing? What are they into? All right, I'm gonna flip it back over because I want to go back to the green a little bit. I think I'll do, want some tiny green. We got quite a bit of a big green going on, so. Oh, Cinder's saying hello. Cinder, inside voice. Shh, shh, baby dog. I apologize. I know that's probably ear piercing. She's growing too fast, guys. Seems like we just got her and she's all getting heavy and it's rude. Rude. Car. Alright, set that sponge off to the side. Let's get some of this metallic in here. This ought to be fun. I've got this metallic copper. Cinderoo. Cinderoo. Sorry for the loud shaking. That one just had a lot of the blending solution right on top. I'm actually gonna take an AC paintbrush and stir this up a little bit. Oh, that copper's so pretty. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, where's my rag? Rag. New sponge, new stencil. Let's add some, let's see how the numbers come out with the copper. Alright, here we go. Hold your breath. Well, those are cool. They're a little fuzzy, but the less paint that I have on my sponge, the more crisp they'll be. But once again, it's just fun when you have all kinds of different degrees of sharpness. Lord, Carrie, words are hard. Oops. Whoa. Sponge gone wild. Oh, those are a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Pick up a little bit more paint. Go 5, 6 here. And 7. 6, 7, whatever. We'll do 3, 4, 5 right in the middle. Alright. That's fun. Now we will do the silver. Oh, I haven't even opened the silver. Go me. To add with the silver. This stencil sticks to everything. It's one of my favorites, but it sticks to everything. It's got all of these little pokey outy things and it sticks to everything. So I'm not going to get a crisp image with this stencil because it is well loved and has been well abused. It's hard to clean too because of those things pull up when you clean them. Boy, this paint is not very thick. Let's see what happens. I ain't scared. You scared? I ain't scared. Oh, I don't want that sponge. I want this sponge. What are you doing on now? Okay, you're good. May not have gotten that shook it up very well. That's okay. Start right here. Oh yeah. Oh, that pops so well. So you see, you just keep adding and adding and adding and adding and adding and adding. I don't think you could add too much to these things. Just keep going and going and going. Energizer Bunny it, people. Energizer Bunny. Oh yeah. And over here. Did okay. So now let's throw these in water so they can start. Okay, well that's looking cool. Now I like to add black and I like to add white, but that silver looks a lot white. That's okay. Let's see here. What can we do? Thinking. Thinking. Let's do some of these in black. What do you have now? Oh, the puppy blues. I don't know what she's got. That's okay. I don't think it's gonna kill her. And it's nothing that, you know, is priceless. It's not priceless. It's plastic. Oh, anybody want a puppy? I'm just kidding. I couldn't give her away. Couldn't sell her. Couldn't give her away. Would make me very, very, very sad. Yeah, the black isn't going to show up as strong because of the dark colors that I have underneath, but it still gives another layer of interest. Another layer. You want to try to overlap some of the stuff that you've done so that it doesn't look like, well, it is just slapped on there, but just gives it a little more depth. I love doing these master boards. They're very relaxing. You don't have to think too hard. Gives me something to do. It's pretty messy. It is messy. You got a lot of cleanup afterwards. Let's see, where else? I need a couple right here. Right on that edge. And maybe right here. Right on that edge. Oh, I just set my stencil in all that paint. Mm-hmm. It's special. Clean up aisle 2. Okay. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. Now see, I have this yummy napkin now. I don't know what I would use it for. You know, you never know. Whatever. Let's see here. I don't think I want to add white paint. Maybe we'll go to the Poscas now. It's very warm in my craft room, so I'm going to get a drink. Bucket of Poscas. I want to stay in the colors that I've already got on there. I like the green. I like this light green. Maybe a little bit of this like peachy color because of the copper. And white. I know I've got that light blue in there too. Let's ink that one out. Okay. We'll save the white for last. And we'll give them. So for some reason my camera cut out. I may not have had enough storage space. So I continued to work, and I believe where I left off was adding the Posca pens. So I used some light green, some light blue, some peach to kind of accent the copper, and then some white. So I just did the little green stripes, added some blue dots. Let's see what else. Blue dots. Oh, and then these little scribbles. And I explained that these little scribbles are like, remember when you were like little and you wanted to write in cursive? That's what that is. It's just pretend cursive. And then I took the white Posca and I just shook it over the top of the page like so, and it made these wonderful splatters. I'm very sad that you guys didn't get to see that happening because my reaction was hilarious. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So anyway, I apologize for that. I guess I need to pay attention on my videos. So anyway, I will go piece this together and get it uploaded for you. So anyway, if you like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. I don't care. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.